And he finished fifth in points, too. He didn't make it. He had other obligations and stuff to do. But, from winning the championship last year and fifth this year, man, he did awesome. Again, all-in properties are wonderful. But my week, just trying to just get relaxed. I mean, this is going to be 4 days of intense. I mean, Bakersfield was fun. Bakersfield was intense. It was musical chairs. But now it's not musical chairs. It's us basically literally 24 hours. I mean, Joel, I wish you could come, man, because...
Oh, dude, you're not the only one that wishes you could be there. You know how many text messages I've gotten from people sitting there going, dude, are you going to Vegas? I'm like, no. And then,
are you sure he still won't let you do it?
He could have went.
Yeah. Positive.
Scared.
I tried today.
He's scared to ask.
I have
no balls.
One.
What?
I did go bowling last night.
Oh, okay. Okay, I know. I mean, listen, our fans and stuff want to know why Joel Imamura widescreen is not going to be down in Vegas. Is it because there are streetwalkers down there that look like you that you're just scared
actually,
of? We might lose you in the crowd.
He's got a lot of responsibility at his job, and unfortunately, the timing of this deal is not good. His bosses are taking off to a convention type deal.
It's a
retreat. So they're leaving him in charge to run the show, which, they're brave. They are brave.
Yeah. But, no, my weekend stuff has been fun. It's been okay.
So
we didn't know we were at a basketball game, but that's good to go. No, everything went good. We got good news and stuff. Pregnancy's still going good. Trisha's not feeling really up to snuff. She's kind of under the weather. Aiden just he's getting over it. Now Trisha's just getting it. Hopefully I don't get it. I'm staying as far away in a bubble. So when it comes to Vegas time, I'm not hawking and coughing.
Yeah.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
You don't want to get a whole plane sick.
Well, that's another thing is that we're not flying.
What? So, Brian... I got Brian and I got Brian Thompson here on the Squeers Trucking chat line. I got one guy saying, go Cubs. This is a race show.
Go Cubs?
Yeah, and they're up 4-1. You know what? I don't even watch baseball, but I will say this. I do follow ESPN. Every morning I'm watching sports.
Yeah, you do.
I do hope the Cubs win this deal because it's been like a century.
1942?
No, like 1905 or something. I mean, it's
long time.
Yeah, it's been over 100 years, so we're hope. I think it'd be cool if they won it.
Well, and for all you baseball fans out there, Cubs are up 4-1 over the Indians, top of the fifth.
Where has he been?
I don't know.
With 2 outs.
I believe he's again. He's in the wrong seat. He's usually on top of stuff when he's over here.
Follow me
on his side of the studio.
I don't want to follow you. You had tacos and the refried beans. I do not want to be anywhere following you.
I just said what you
said. So if you guys want to have their mics turned down, and we'll talk racing on this side of the studio. Just getting ready, man. Just kind of getting the final. Final things ready
for... It has been the craziest week. We thought it was chaos getting ready for Bakersfield. Here's the thing, though. We had months and months and months to prepare.
Yeah.
This has been a deal where...
3 weeks.
We got contacted by them.
3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks to put it all together.
Two?
Which, it's still plenty enough time, but there's been a couple things that have changed in the process. But it's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be good. It's going to be 3 of us going down. It'll be Josh, Warren, and myself. Sandy's not going.
Well, if Warren drives, then we'll be down there
tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's if we leave
6
2
hours
days after tomorrow. We'll be there tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Until the pace car pulls out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the pace car.
Warren is the reason that you will drink on the airplane when going to a show. When he's driving, you got to do something to be relaxed when you get in the rental car before you get on the highway.
And the weird part about it, it's not even going to be a rental car this time. It's going to be a personal car, and so all hell's on. It's ready to go. I'm sitting in the back seat just sleeping. Hopefully, I make it.
Okay. If I were going with y'all, I would definitely be taking my race helmet.
Yeah,
I think we all are.
It might be
and fire suit.
I think because there's indoor karting down there and everything. I think we might be able to do that, or might even just jump in a car.
You never know. You never know. But I did get. I was talking with some of the guys down there already. Over 240 A-mods pre-registered.
That's insane. 240 already?
Pre-registered.
And we still got, a week?
Yep.
Basically a week to go till practice night.
Yes.
I mean, that's insane.
So I was talking to Billy Wormsbecker. He's a buddy of mine that lives down there in Big Bear, and he was sitting there and stating that he's ready to go.
Billy is ready to go. Have you seen his post lately?
We're going to put a couple Moxie cameras on his car. He's bagging and bagging and bagging. So I said, well, depends on.
I think that we're going to be busy with that camera deal.
It's going to be beyond busy. But hey, Warren's a guru on it, and he knows what to do, and
kind of, sort of, almost a little bit.
You might have to have Adam on speed dial.
Right?
I mean, Sam.
Oh yeah, that guy too.
Mm-hmm.
That guy too.
So
brain fart.
Man, it has been crazy here. Your phone's blowing up like mine.
A little bit.
So have you seen the theme? You know how last year it was like you represent your state at the Duel in the Desert?
Yeah.
Do you see what the theme is this year?
What is it?
It's throwback paint schemes.
Oh, dear Lord.
And we knew, I knew you were going to see it, but the Jet, Johnny Sathoff, we knew we were going to see one. And I saw a deal on, if you go to the Duel in the Desert Facebook page, there is an awesome throwback to his car. Very cool. I didn't see what driver did it, but I knew when we saw that we were going to see that particular car. It's a legendary in the modified ranks, and you know what I'm talking about.
I do. You want to hear something funny too? Is that you're talking about things that are changing down there at the Duel in the Desert? Mm-hmm. It's the 19th annual Duel in the Desert, and they just brought in 102 truckloads of new dirt to try to keep it so it's not so ruddy, not so bad, and everything. They've got so much feedback, and they're trying anything and everything they can do to keep the racers happy. 240 some odd already pre-entered, and that's just A mods, not on top of what's already entered in sport mods. Mm-hmm. It's going to be crazy, but they're trying to keep the track so it's not as torn up and as rough.
Talking with some of the drivers, talking with some of the people we've talked to in the last week or so, the biggest thing was entry. Turn 1 entry, turn 3 entry the last couple of years have been pretty rough. So that's really the biggest thing they're trying to control is keeping that track from chunking up. And
well, if you look at it here too on their Facebook page, they've got a whole album of them adding the dirt to it, and that dirt
looks awful brown, looks awful crumbly.
It looks awful. It looks like white sand.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy looking dirt.
It's white clay.
Well, they're hoping to try to keep the track together. So when they pack it down and they grade it all in, and
Casey Rhodes in the house.
Casey Rhodes, what's up, big guy?
And he's talking he's going to be running dwarf cars next year.
Is he really? Hey.
He might get our banged door, so he had to get around.
Hammer down, big guy. In a couple more weeks. I think it's the 25th the next one. Yeah. Big pimpin'.
So it's going to be fun.
But yeah, they're doing everything that they can to make that track more racy, and it's going to be racy no matter how you look at it. They're still going to go 3 wide. If they need to.
Right, but what do you do when the track is doing what it's doing? Everybody wants that fast line getting in. There's only one spot, that everybody wants to hit, and when you get in over and over, it's going to tear that track up.
Absolutely.
Do you bring in, this would be a good question for Chris, do you bring in new dirt that has a higher percentage clay, less dirt? I'd be curious to know the mix on something like that, because, the more clay, the denser it's going to be. As far as the stickiness in the
absolutely, it's going to retain more water, retain more moisture. The more sand you put in it, the more abrasive it's going to be on tires.
Right. It'd be interesting to see, and we'll find out while we're down there what they did, because like what you said, you got the abrasion factor, you've got the hookup factor, you got the moisture factor. And we talked with Scott Schweitzer when we were at Bakersfield about the dirt they have on that track.
That's a weird dirt,
and the stuff they put in, and it was quite the science. It's not like you just go dig it out of the hill and throw it on the track and pack it down. There's quite the science that goes into that dirt there at Bakersfield. And I think when you're out there in the desert like that, you kind of have to do something different than what you have to do here in Oregon, where we've got that clay that's just, it's a whole lot different than what you see down there.
Absolutely. And, you look at I'm going to name 3 tracks out here. You've got Elma up in Washington. Mm-hmm. You've got Willamette Speedway here, and then Cottage Grove.
Mm-hmm. All different from each other.
Completely different tracks. Elma is a tire-eating big 3/8 mile. It's huge. You come down to Willamette, Elma's as big as it is, whatever. Anyways, then you come down to Willamette, constantly dry slick, and then it stays together. You go to Cottage Grove, dude, you're scraping mud off for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
When we took the car apart this last year, we still had, and it's a red clay.
You got that, that really
red, really sticky. We still had clay on the car from Cottage Grove. Mm-hmm. And we pressure wash the car every week. Mm-hmm. It's like, what is up with this stuff?
I think it's just because of the way the moisture and everything is down there. The mountains keep the moisture and stuff in. You're close enough.
Go ahead.
You're close enough to what are you doing?
Nothing.
You're close enough to the ocean that it brings that moisture and stuff in. And okay.
Go talk. I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm trying to carry a conversation with you. Go ahead.
Well, I can't when Joel's over here playing. So you keep that moisture and stuff in from. Okay.
No, go. He's so mad. He's so mad.
Corey, you told me to
I
do
did.
it.
That's my fault. I told him to. But I think he caught on. So, anyway, it'd be interesting to see.
And what he's saying about the moisture coming in from the ocean, it is true. It is.
Well, and look at Ventura. Conditions. Look at Ventura down there.
Santa Maria.
It's right on the ocean.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
You can see the ocean if you look over the track at Ventura, but crazy.
Oh. Wow.
Okay, we're trying to get things calmed down here. This show's already gone all the heck. It's crazy, but okay. I'm looking forward to talking with our call-in driver tonight. He's actually a driver attending. Quite a few Oregon drivers attending, more than we thought.
Absolutely, from where it was 2 weeks ago.
Well, and that's the thing. We call and we ask around, hey, we're trying to confirm this, that, and the other thing, and we got some late confirmations. This is one of the drivers that's confirmed. We do know Mark Wogge's going now.
Yep.
Breakall. Brian Thompson.
Correct.
We knew that we kind of got a late confirmation with those guys compared to what we had.
Albert Gill's going.
Right. Yep, another one that jumped on board that we just found out about. So it's going to be fun to see what the Oregon guys do down there because, the national talent that is coming.
Oh, yeah. And, we're not sending, just –
go ahead.
Or you look at these guys from Oregon. They're not the small-time guys.
He's just so mad at me.
He is mad at you.
Come back. It's going to be awesome. Okay, here's why. Here's why I'm excited. I've never been there. I've never been to the duel.
I haven't either.
It's one of the races that it's on my bucket list. I haven't been down there to check it out and to see this scale of a race for the modifieds. Next to Boone, what do you have? You've got some big races. This is one of the top 5 modified races,
Absolutely.
I think, in the country.
Absolutely.
And I was doing a little research on it today, and there was a lot of people making comments on one of the pages that were saying how this could potentially end up as the biggest
it could.
And most prestigious. Now, I don't know money-wise if it's going to be the most prestigious, but it sure, because it's Las Vegas, it draws the talent. Who doesn't want to go to Vegas?
Absolutely.
In the wintertime where it's still, 65, 70 degrees.
Go get your tan in November.
Right.
Go sit by the pool and drink your Mai Tai. And
why not?
And then go racing in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Or watch racing.
I'm excited because there's drivers in this field that I've wanted to see for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
That are coming.
The big
this
boys.
deal, yeah.
And
it's kind of like I don't have to. I've never been to the World 100. I've been to Eldora. I went to Eldora, but we took a late model back with Hawks to race there and ran with and met some of the big names. But the World is something I haven't been to yet. This kind of for the modifieds, it's not the biggest, but it's on that level.
Absolutely. It is a huge race. You start talking 240 cars pre-registered.
Well, there's going to be over 300, well over 300 cars.
By the time they close pre-registration, absolutely. And you're going to be – and plus you've got those late shows that are going to come in.
But that's the thing is, how you won't know – it's going to be, like I said, total car count will be well over 300 with the sport mods and the A mods. You might even be looking upper threes.
You're going to be – I'm going to say you're going to easily be into the fours.
That's a lot of cars.
That's a lot of cars, but you got 4 days of racing.
See, that's what freaks me out. 4 solid days of racing, and it's all works on a pill draw. had Destin Kidding here today talking about it, and he just says, hey, listen, that show is, if you haven't been there, it's crazy. You're going to be going nonstop. Everything works off the pill draw. If you don't get a good draw on the first day, it can really screw you up for the rest of the week.
Yeah.